This segment is sponsored by Winslow, McCurry and MacCormac.
Although many of us may feel prepared for life's most difficult moments, you may be misinformed on a few things. Today, I'm joined by Sarah McCurry, partner of Winslow, McCurry and MacCormac. Sarah, what are a few misconceptions you hear as an estate attorney?
Yeah, absolutely. There's so much amazing information on the internet. And I myself will admit that when I'm looking into something, the first thing I'm going to do is Google it. But there are three things that people very commonly, weekly, monthly, come in and say in my office and say, well, I saw this on the internet. And the first thing that I see that they come in and they believe that if something happens and they become incapacitated, that their spouse will be able to sign for them. Unfortunately, that is not the case regarding all assets. And so I always recommend people look to put a power of attorney in place so that they have the authority to be able to sign for each other. Just because you're married does not mean you get to sign your spouse's name. Second thing that I hear is that, well, my will's going to control all of my assets. Whatever my will says, that's what's going to happen. And while a will is an incredibly important document, I highly stress that everybody have one just because it makes things so much simpler. It does not control all assets. It will only control those assets that it has the authority to dictate. So any assets that are jointly owned or any assets that have a beneficiary associated with them aren't necessarily going to be controlled by that will. The third thing that I stress with people is that even though the internet may tell them after they pass away their bills don't need to be paid, that is not true. Creditors still have a right to be paid once you pass away, and there is nothing that I can put in a document or that their loved ones can do to say that their bills won't be paid, right? You may be insolvent, you may not be able to pay all of the bills. There is a particular order that they need to be paid, but bills do need to be paid. So again, while the internet's wonderful, if anybody has questions regarding their estate needs or any of these areas, I'd be more than happy to talk to them about it.
Thank you so much, Sarah. Folks, Winslow and McCormac is located at 1324 Sycamore Square in Midlothian. For more information, give them a call. 804-423-1382 or visit their website, WMMlegal.com. Visit their Facebook page at WMM Legal. And stay with us, Virginia This Morning. We'll be right back.